Let me hear you say ba 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 da ba 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 da ba 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 da ba 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 da ba 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 da ba 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 da ba 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 da ba da. Crazy at this thing called love, just what I've been dreaming of. And I can never figure out, oh, how you do the things you do. Is why I'm so in love with you. I like the way you make me smile. Boy, you give me butterflies. And when I look into your eyes, I'll see the future, me and you. That's why I wrote this song for you. I-L-O-V-E-Y-O-U. I-L-O-V-E-Y-O-U. Just want you to know what I think of you. L-O-V-E-Y-O-U. Baby, you've got what it takes to make your girl say L-O-V-E-Y-O-U. If I met you in another life and you asked me to be your wife, with grace and a smile I say, yeah, always now and forever. You be my one and only lover. Cause I like the way you make me smile. Boy, you give me butterflies. And when I look into your eyes, I'll see the future, me and you. That's why I wrote this song for you. I-L-O-V-E-Y-O-U. I-L-O-V-E-Y-O-U. Just want you to know what I think of you. L-O-V-E-Y-O-U. Baby, you've got what it takes to make your girl say L-O-V-E-Y-O-U. Ba 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 da ba 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 da ba 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 da ba 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 da ba 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 da ba 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 da ba 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 da ba da.
Good morning, and welcome to another week with the Tony Commander, J.R. Glapohkpa Chesson talk show. Today is Monday, April the 10th, 2023. Can you imagine 10 days in April already? Wow! We woke up to lower 30s and upper 30s and low 40 degrees in Providence, Rhode Island. And check the weather to find out what it's going to be. I have no clue right now. Hold on 1 minute, please. Yes, Mr. Wilker, what's up? I can't hear you. Yeah, come on. I sent you the link. I know he didn't check his page to find out I sent you the link. But anyway, this is a new week with a lot of new mess from last week still prevailing this week. What's going on, man? We look in the news, we see the talk about George Weah and how he wants to sue. Talking about Jonathan Goodridge and how Jonathan Goodridge burned his house and all of that, and stole his car and all of that. And to tell you the truth, my people, I'm not impressed with this. This president is immature, and you need to stop the bullshit. He needs to stop the bullshit. because there's no way we're fighting for war crimes court. You're not bringing us war crimes court, but then you coming out in the public and accusing somebody of war crime against you. You know, all through that book by Rodney C. he depicts the selfishness of our president, self-centeredness, selfishness. And this is the same problem we're facing again. We see it right before our glaring eyes. We've been crying for war crimes court, war crimes court. What do you think the purpose of the war crimes court? To punish everybody who did crimes during the war. To bring all the people who did crimes forward so they can amend for their crimes. You refuse to bring the war crimes court. But then you go in attacking somebody in the public about war crimes against you. I mean, you better than the rest of the Liberian people? You're not better than the rest of the Liberian people. Let me bring my correspondent on. Mr. Samuel Walker, how are you? I can't hear you.
Hello?
Yes.
Brother?
Yes.
You getting me now?
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right. Okay. Yeah, I bumped into you when you were discussing we have refusal to commission a war crimes court.
Then
But
you go accuse
from what
somebody of war crime.
for what I'm seeing, I mean, we as government, in fact, we are himself, is kind of confused. He's kind of confused. He really does not know how to handle things. Under his leadership, Liberia is divided big time. We thought he was offer peace for I mean, it was just an allegation. It wasn't proven.
No, but it doesn't matter. I don't care about the allegation. I don't care about none of that. The point is, we've been behind you for 6 years to bring the war crimes court so we can investigate all these things and let them come forth and let people amend for the acts. You refuse to do it. You refuse to do it. Then you go after somebody else for war crimes committed against you. That Rodney C. book I'm reading right now. It brings out all this thing about George Weah, how he's selfish, he's self-centered. Now all that thing up in the book. About George Weah leadership fail because he's selfish. All he thinks about himself, all he want to glorify himself. And yet the people right, we crying for war. Everybody being hurt by other people. People, family being ripped and killed. You fighting for those people when you come and attack this man for your car business. People, family being killed and ripped. You see that kind of ignorance, the selfishness that hurting our country. You know, our reading up, it's not only about George Weah, you know. Let me tell you something. When I came to Liberia 4 years ago, they let Willa Russell, you know him?
Willa Russell, yeah, I know Willa Russell.
Willa Russell was
I knew him.
Yeah, we grew up together with basketball and all of that. He was our senior. When I went to Liberia, I met William Russell, peace be to his actions, at Sam Gibson Hotel there in Mama Point.
Yeah, they broke it down, sir. They broke it down.
We're talking. Every word that came out of William Russell mouth was about the international community. What international community is this? So I was sitting there, I was listening to him. I said, this guy is sick. I concluded right there that something was wrong with this guy. And when I read this book, William Russell put himself over the interests of the Liberian people. And this is why George Weah, he said that his biggest interest was for him to be the president of Football Association to take Liberia to the FA Cup or World Cup and all of that. And because of that, he joined Weah and they stole money from the team and betrayed the other children, the other teammates. You know, and It's all in this book. But you know that the same thing, when I read about it, it didn't surprise me. Because when I sat down with Willa Russell at St. Gittin Hotel, that boy could not stop talking with our international community. Every word. Right there, I knew he was corrupt. I said, you guys are just corrupt. It's all about self, me, 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 me. And this is what happened in our country today, man. The
Yeah,
same
so
as selfishness, greed, unpatriotic zeal. How will
so
our country
and in fact, the timing for accusing a Goodridge, it was wrong. Where you have just signed peace accord to lead
but
us
man,
to election,
I
then you're
didn't
accusing the man.
I don't even care about all of that. All of that has been, you reach the point that this man permit a war crimes court to investigate all of that. He cannot come back and accuse. I care about piece of code. That piece of code that trash. That trash, you know that trash.
Hmm.
Because schools are going to violence, you watch this shit. Because of the same thing right here now. You know, you got responsibility to the country. You bring the responsibility to the country, but you come accuse somebody for the same thing for your personal interest. Everybody put their personal interest over the interest of the Liberian people. In Liberia, you see that what I'm talking about, Sam? Everybody
Hmm.
selfish. We are selfish people. Selfish. How you do that kind of thing, man? That our country can't. I mean, I'm not saying you shouldn't be ambitious, right? But not destroy the country's interests because of your greed and ambition. No, you can't do that, man. Like you were telling me the other day how you were in charge of people food and things like that, and other people were telling you let divide it, let divide. I said no. You,
Hmm. Yeah, during the war.
other people gotta eat. Now you are considerate about other people. Other guys, they're not considerate. They will see people starving and they will have it for them and their family. You see,
It's
and
true.
this is how our country
Greed.
is.
That's
Maybe
how Liberia looks nowadays.
maybe
Greed,
maybe
self-centeredness.
maybe because of tribalism. Maybe everybody doing it for their tribe and their family. But no, it's not right. It's not right. You can't take responsibility for things for Liberia and all you think about yourself. And you see, there is selfishness about George Weah, man. I mean, when you read this book, that all you talk about George Weah, selfish, self-centered. He care about,
Hmm.
excuse me, he doesn't care about nobody else but himself.
I wish I would get a copy.
You gotta get a copy. Yeah, you gotta get a copy in Liberia, man. You gotta get a book in Liberia and read it
Uh,
because it's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. You read it, then you see the thing happening before you. How many people didn't get raped during the war? How many people, ma and pa, didn't get killed during the war? And we want people to account for their actions. The same thing, Joel, we are talking about now. You see how he held his grudge for years, and he's still bringing it
hmm.
up as president. What do
Yeah,
you think
yeah.
about people, brother and
He-
sister and ma and pa were killed before them and raped? How can you justify that? I mean, this is just pure selfishness and inconsideration for the rest of the Liberian people. You know, we've been crying
That's
for
why George Weah got hit in his heart. He doesn't. I mean, he doesn't care only for himself.
no,
He
he
hit
that's
his
why
friends.
it's not the matter of hate, that selfishness, and the evil. All you think of yourself, one my stomach for I don't give a damn about the rest of the people.
That's how he look.
Yes, that's how it look, that's how it is, Sam. That's how it is. By his behavior, his pure behavior, we gotta make this president account for his behavior. He's selfish, he's low down, and he's dirty. That's why our country is so damn dirty and everything's so disorganized because the
Mm.
president is low down and dirty. You gotta know that. You know, you can't fight for your car. People mom and pa and sisters and brothers died and were raped and that. You your burn house and car, you can't talk about you.
Mhm. 30 years ago also,
I
because of
mean,
war. It's time.
you can be mad about it. I didn't know being mad about it. But don't be selfish in your madness. Know that other people got hurt too. And if you hurt enough for your car and for a house, what do you think about people who watch their mind and power ripped and burned and killed? Come on, man, son.
Hmm.
These people too damn petty and low down and dirty for me. Now the same thing John Marwa and Mawala were talking about in his podcast. How he went to Liberia and the way he saw Liberia, man. Even the airport, they said they built for $25 million. He said that shit ain't worth nothing. People can't go in the airport. No guests can go in the airport. Everybody got to stay across the road. What kind of airport that? These guys just come and steal.
Strange to me, we went at the airport the other time to escort somebody. I mean, it was strange to me because usually airport people enter.
Yes.
They get hold there for. But I mean, we were staying outside RIA. You stay out. You can't go near the terminal. What kind of new style is that?
That bullshit.
So the terminal there for people.
That's bullshit.
Yeah, well, I know.
The Liberian people, that just show the Liberian people are ignorant. It just show you're ignorant and don't know shit. How you go to the airport?
Even if it's raining.
How you go to the airport to take your relative and you can't enter the airport? You can't enter the terminal. You stay outside and say goodbye to your people. That's bullshit.
Harry, we will beat you. We will beat you. You still there, you get wet. They want to know.
You can't. So if your people leaving 2 hours and they gotta go to the airport 2 hours, you can't stay with them at the airport and then they leave.
No. It's different in Liberia. Different.
You see how the people steal our money and fool y'all? And Sam, you know something?
Yeah.
That's the same people that killed Toba and Congo people and Congo people. They come to save the native people. How you save the native people, man? Come on, man. Come on, man. Give me a break, man.
By sharing blood?
No, you enslave your own people, man. They enslave the people. There's a slavery. You can't enter our national airport. So you mean if foreign people carry their relative to the airport, everybody gotta stay outside in the rain?
You gotta stay out in the rain, you gotta stay in the car. You can't come out. Yes, sir.
Did you see they spent $25 million on that shit?
New even the old airport we used to enter.
Yes.
But why now it's being extended. It's bigger now. The white people can enter.
Yes. I mean, if people just waste our money,
waste of resources.
Mawolo was seeing the same thing. He said, man, then they got to do 3-4 checks. And every one of those checks, you got to die there with $5 or $10. I mean, our country is so terrible, man. The corruption is going over plus, man.
This too is Liberia. Corruption at its peak.
Man, they're not Liberia, man. This is native shit. This is country shit. This is country shit. This is country shit. That's what they killed Toba for.
So, hey, imagine a friend trying to establish.
1980 was better than today. And 1979 was better than now. Can you imagine that, Sam?
Even if you're driving a letter to an office, the receptionist or the security person receives that letter, you gotta give him something. If he can push you through. So can you imagine?
Our country gone, man. You know what we take to bring our country back? You know what it takes to bring our country back, man? These guys that destroy the minds of the people, destroy the capabilities of the people, destroy the energies of our country. Our country gone. Toba told all this thing in 1979 during the Rush riot when he cried on the radio for us to stop. He said, if y'all don't stop, if y'all kill me, our country will go down to nothing. And this is it.
And what happening?
Yeah. Listen to Mawolo on one of the shows there. Look, the guy just came from Liberia. The guy said the way our country is, if we don't get together to save our country, well, it's already dead. You guys shipped and all kind of thing all over the country. He went to the legislature. He said all the country people in the legislature there, they can't even fix the toilet.
And that's a fact.
All the thousands of dollars they're stealing, they can't fix the toilet. People gotta carry water. He said, "I want to say it's so stink." He said,
"It's true. It's true.
It's so stink.
Frozen.
Stink.
A whole capital stink. It's true.
The people here shitting all over the place. You know the people when they eat that all and shit out of the shit. That they say every morning they got to carry 5 gallons of water for the people to flush. Yeah, man, come on, man. This is native shit, man. This is the country shit. Is that what the talk for?
It's going to be on repair.
To bring us down to this shit. To bring us down to the low down dirty shit.
The sharing towards blood has been a curse on Liberia from day one.
And the 13 men they killed.
Yeah.
You killed Toba, that wasn't enough. Then you go line 13 people up.
Our government is share blood.
Something that never happened in our country before, you go do it. To prove what?
Wickedness.
To prove that take over the country. Is this what we want? Is this what the Liberia y'all want? Huh? All the native people in our legislature, all the young children going to university.
But they didn't want to spoil the country.
Take all the useless people and put in our legislature.
They want to spoil the country.
They shit all over the place. The whole fucking, you see what the country is saying? If the legislature smelling the poo-poo, what do you think about the country, man? The whole legislature with all the native bitches in it, smelling the poo-poo. What do you think about our country? You see the Glapohkpa buddy, the Waller, he said talking to the Glapohkpa Chesson talking to. And you were talking to, he said, every Liberian got to come together because it's a shame. Waller just came from Liberia. You go on one of these shows that you hear about him talking about Liberia. He says it's a shame.
It's capital.
You go to the capital, the whole capital smelling the poo-poo. The whole building, man. Oh, man.
You won't believe it. It's frozen.
The fried fish, the boiled fish, all those kind of fishes they carry. They all kind of thing adding on top of the stink. Then the juju in all the offices.
That house is no more a civilized place.
We got to renovate the whole place. We got to scrub that whole place from head to toe.
But the Chinese build an extension, but still it smells the same way. So quick.
Yeah.
The Chinese just construct an extension on the capital. They keep it filthy. And that's true, man. The countryman, you're a countryman.
Go ahead, jump back to us, man. Go ahead, jump back to us, sir. Because they got young boys in Liberia who can do far better than these people in our government. They got young guys that more hygienic than these people.
You guys came.
Look at Prince George. What Prince George?
They came. Look at came with a mindset.
Instead of warlord. Where every snow know. Where all these people know. And Vanny Sherman in there with them too. All of them just nasty bitches. You know, you steal.
But Vanny Sherman just want to eat money. He just want money. He wants to steal, that's all.
Yeah, he's just sitting there stealing. But all that thing will be taken from them.
But all investment is this, and U.S. government sees it.
But we gotta do more than Vanny Sherman. We gotta do more than Vanny Sherman. Because we gotta get our money back.
They all going behind Weah now to steal more. But more money. So he joined Weah. How did they join Weah? To steal more. But we hope and pray that a lot of people are expressing optimism and it's gonna be out. Yeah.
You see the part about you see the part.
Yeah.
I don't even have no hope for the future. It's not about George Weah. It's about our society. Our whole society is corrupt. Whether you
Our
put
mind, our attitude.
and put somebody else there, it'll be the same thing. Until somebody come there and bring a group of people that just honest. You just gotta be honest. That's all, just honesty. The rest of the people that are not honest. You see, you want honest people. When you're not honest and from the core you rotten, you corrupt. You can't lead us. It will not work. Because we want people who love Liberia and really believe in lifting our country up. Because the way our country down now is like when the people first came from America. Before the people came, everybody was just divided. It was God for all, and everybody for yourself and God for all.
Kingdom. People fighting one another and nobody do all that.
Yeah, that happened in the country now. We got a tribal, we got a silent tribal war going on. Everybody fighting. Tribal war. They're not thinking about Liberia.
The crew man power, grab all the crew pool and put them and get in job, whether they qualify or not.
Yeah.
That's what happened in that bro.
They love their tribe.
The tribe.
And they say they educated people. And that's just a typical foundational proof.
And crewman, what is chief?
Not only the crewman, what about the crime man, the bastard man, and then
but those who heard about the bastard.
Our whole nation, the Congo bitches, look at the Congo bitches that's leading to. Some of our nation got a corrupt problem.
That bro going bad though.
It come from Tottenham, and it just got worse. It just got worse because when people take over and then you don't have no sound leadership. Look at the people that took over our country since 1980. High school graduates, high school dropouts. Yeah, we never have true indigenous people who really love Liberia take over our country. All the people coming from America, that Doe family, that Weah family, none but crooks. You know, they come make our country their family country. So we never had anybody in power from the native people who understand what government means. You know? So they haven't proven themselves yet. You know, I don't know if Borka can do it because Borka got a lot of Lula people behind. The people fucked up. They fucked up. They're from America. They're useless. They're useless. You know, you stay in America 30, 40 years in leadership. The American community ain't going nowhere. The people in America are more fucked up than Liberia. You know that I gotta use the word. People say just in profound. Sam, there's no other word you can use. What word you would use to describe fucked up people? When the people fucked up, they fucked up. We've been in this country for over 50, 60 years. And we have nothing to show for it, Sam.
Liberia is not Liberia going nowhere.
They form ULA.
Nothing.
They form ULA as supposed to bring the Liberian people together. They form it and they do tribal shit there. They try to make it a tribal organization too. You know, try to do stealing. You know, when our whole society corrupt, and stealing is the foundation of everything we have. Our country has no chance of survival. You got anything else to talk, son? Let me teach my class.
Yeah. Besides this, I made a brief, trip yesterday in Bombay.
Yeah.
Man, see those truckers, those guys who they truck from Monrovia, and that's just Monrovia, other places. That little village. Oh man.
Why you didn't film it?
No, I left the power bank home. Forgot that the phone was low. Someone got it. It was off.
Yeah, but
you tried to call me yesterday.
You're a press man. You got.
Yeah, I missed that. But a girl took it. I told her to send on my phone, but up and now I haven't received it. But I'm hoping to go back that end tomorrow. I hope to get some photo for you.
Careful.
Yeah, tomorrow. I hope to get some photo for you. For me, you know that I'm safe in that region.
Mm.
Yeah, I work in that area before, so people know me
And
well. So,
what your view about this election?
well, people are angry with the opposition. They are not taking a stand when it comes to this government breaking law. Even yesterday, the minister of state was in Margibi running campaign. Can you imagine that?
Hmm.
And so this morning, callers were complaining. The opposition is doing nothing. They're not going to court. They're not even engaging there. And government is just campaigning. So that's the issue. That's the issue on the ground. And, you know, I mean, yesterday the guy was openly campaigning that George Weah must vote for Weah and campaign messages. So how can he do that? Or minister of state, some man like you? No, this guy from Basel too has not resigned. Change it back, and he said he want to run. Okay, imagine.
You know what I think, Sam? Our country right now is full of literature. I think we need a military leader to take over our country and just monitor the peace of the country and let the people have election. Let them vote their president, everything in the military, just monitor everything, make sure no corruption in the country, no stealing, and monitor everything. If the president mess up, we'll put him in jail and investigate him, put him in
They
court.
indicate a Jerry Wallen.
Yeah, make the president the prime minister, let the military leader be the head of state. But the military
Yeah.
does not take part into government. The prime minister, and all the ministers run the state. The military will just be there to ensure that there is law and order, that the constitution is followed for 5 or 6 years.
It must be a very mature military.
Yes.
African military bomb. The overthrow and sitting power will be there 2 years. At the end, they change from the military to,
we need
you know.
on top, but it can be foreigners wherever it is, because right now we don't have a military. But instead of what Ellen did, just sat down there and let foreigners keep the country. No, the Nigerian military will be training, going on missions. They will be working because I think the police should be recruited from the military right now. Certain parts of the police, you know, especially the special group that respond, the special response team, supposed to be from the military, and the police people. We get rid of all those drunkards, all reform the whole police and force, bring some young people in age limit, make sure we have some people that are really trained, and get rid of all the old people.
The police really need to be reformed.
Yes.
But with all the training United Nations give the police, when UN left, they still came back with a corruption thing. Everybody every viewer that passes them must pay.
Corrupt, Sam. If the president is corrupt, you know you will use the police to do corrupt things.
Yeah.
He puts a corrupt police director there. You now put a good police director who is sure. Look at Serdu. And Serdu in the CDC. Yeah, he was. But yes, a good police officer will not join a political party. A real good director will not join a political party, because you know we are a third world nation. Once you join a political party, there's an implication and inference that you're part of that party. And the police cannot be fair. You see? And that's
what happening now. People call the police now or partisan police.
Well, even in America, a lot of us stay out of politics. Some others even vote. When we're in the police, we don't even vote, or we just leave work, we just go vote and come right back. We don't participate in politics. We don't get. I don't have time for who's running for office. That's not my job. I got too much job to do in America while in the prison. You know, especially when I'm working with the public and the prison. I got too much work to do. I got time to go sit down and do politics and play. No, we want to be professionals. We got time. We know who's running and all of that. We go vote. Yes, everybody take off to go vote, but nobody ready. Some people do it, but it's not a big deal. Most people will brush you off. Man, we got time for that politics. We won't hear that shit. You know, but we know what's going on. We have our opinions, but we ain't gonna put it in the job. You know, that's not what we're there for. We got too much work to do. We want to be professional. We want to ensure that this government survives. So we stay out of politics. So when they say go catch John Blow, we're coming to catch you. We're coming to play with you.
Mm-hmm.
When they say go catch the other man, we don't care whether the Republican Party or Democratic Party, that's not our game. We're coming to get you. You know? So that when they actively work on the politics, he compromised the police professionalism. He compromises it. You know?
But when there's a protest, police will only arrest opposition, but they will never arrest these issue kind of thing in this country. Compromise the entire police.
So that way it shows when the police director is part of the police force.
But I learned that his cousin.
Oh Lord. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, when Sam come back, he will make a conclusion because we got to talk. You know, for me, I'm a straight shooter. You know, when I see things going wrong and unfair, unjust, you know, somebody got to speak up or step away, man. You can't participate in that. You know, it's hard. It's hard. But you can't participate in that kind of thing. And this is where our country stands. Who are the patriots among us? You know, because we got to speak up on these kind of things. If we want something, we believe something is right for us, and we know what we want, we can't just let it pass us, escape us. Because right now in Liberia, we see from all the incidents that go on. Let me bring Sam on.
The weather is getting bad on my side.
Yeah, conclude. Let me do my class.
Yeah, I see the weather is getting bad on my side. So hoping that I will be on the highway tomorrow, bombing highway.
Okay, go.
Then maybe we might talk from there.
Okay, be careful.
Yeah.
I'll talk to you.
Okay then. Yeah.
Yes, I was saying, it is on us to ensure that what happens in our country is what we want to happen. The news coming out of Liberia is not good, man. It's not good for our country, man. You know, the nastiness, the dirtiness of our country, persistent dirtiness, nastiness. It's not right for our country, man. How people will go in our Capitol building and they say the building is so stink. Is that a good representation of us? Who are these people leading our country, man? My people, our leaders are representation of us. And if our leaders are nasty and dirty, if they are stinking, it reflects on us. That's not our country, man. That's not the Liberia we know, man. Where even Liberians will leave the Liberian capital and say the capital building stink, nasty. All the money the people are stealing, they can't fix the water system. What's wrong with these people? You hear the people, it's good that Liberians go home that are honest. Because when people that may go home and talk, they say, oh, that Congo man, people did, they stole all the money, they did it. When I went home and I saw Elliot Johnson mansion, I spoke up about it. I spoke up about it because it was against my principle of cleanliness. It was against it. For the president of Liberia to be living in her mansion in the back, got puddle of muddy water and the fence got dirt all on it, and you can see it from the back of the mansion. It was a disgrace to me, man. That just told me that These people didn't care. They didn't care. How you care about the nation and right in your backyard you got nasty shit, the presidential car sitting in muddy water and all of that, and you're not doing something about that. So if you leave your backyard unclean, how you clean Liberia? Hey, my people, look, we got to take care of ourselves. I don't care about the presidential election. That's why I take my time to teach you all. Because I had to learn things myself when I left Liberia. I had to learn a lot of things. And God bless me, I went in the U.S. Army. God bless me. I chose that path. Because I was on the road to self-sufficiency, but when I went in the army, it made me know I could be self-sufficient. I could stand on my own. I can clean better than some women. Most women, I can clean. That's why I don't like to bother cleaning, because when I'm ready to clean, I clean military cleaning. Years back, when me and my wife got together, I used to clean every 6 months. Because my cleaning was different from hers. Every 6 months was 1 day to clean. I would take 1 day to clean my house. And you better believe it could be clean. And that way my wife used to cry, man. My wife used to cry like hell, because if it's not where it's supposed to be, it's in the trash. And I would tell her weeks before that, I'm cleaning on this day. And I make cleaning. I would wake up 6 o'clock in the morning. I would take every screen from my house outside, clean it. Every screen. And I got a tri-level house. So you know that's a lot of screens. I would screen all those, wash all those screens, wash all the windows. Then I would do all the room, vacuum them, clean it, wipe it down, whatever I gotta do. That's an all-day work, maybe on the 7 o'clock in the night. From 6 o'clock in the morning, I would not stop at 7 o'clock in the night. But when I get through, all the windows will be clean, all the screens clean, everything put back once every 6 months. And I would start telling my wife 3-4 weeks before I tell her, I said, this day I will clean up. This day I will clean up. So all the time she been cleaning up, I got time, but twice a year I will clean up. I will clean up. Everything that I bolted down is going to the trash, because my cleanup, that military cleanup, if it doesn't have a place, it go in the trash. My wife used to cry. She said, oh no, I gotta do this, give me a chance. I said, no, it's this day. And I wasn't joking. If it wasn't in this place, it would go in the trash. She would come and say, what my thing? I said, no, ask me. I don't know. It's going in the trash. Anything that I put it down in the right place. Because I had 1 day to do a whole house, 3 tri-level house, and I was doing it. Vacuum cleaning, shining the floor, buffing where I had to buff, mopping where I had to mop. All day, I would do that. And when I get to it, that house would be shiny for weeks. I shine because when me and my wife in my house, there was there's no real dirt all over the place. So it was spanking clean, you know? And that's how it gotta be with our nation. We gotta set the standards for what happened in our country. Other people can't do it. We always talk about America, international. No. I told you when Liberia, everything about international community. I said 10 minutes with Willa Russell in his book here. They were the one that made a deal with that soccer team with that company that sold soccer uniform and Dionysus or something like that for like. I never heard too much about it. I think I started reading his book. I heard about Puma and Nike and all of that. But this other one was a new name to me. But they didn't want that Willa Russell and George Weah, all of them made deals with for Liberia football team, and nobody saw the money. All the contract they signed, the money disappeared. The players never got a penny. You know, the Liberian players, especially the poor boys, never got a penny. You know, they talk about this deal where they went through with the same diagnosis. I don't know that. I won't get into that name. That or everything in here football. So if you like football, you gotta skip also everything here is football, basically. The first part. So it just tell you some of the selfish things these guys did over our nation. How they just brought our country down to a personal level. You know, nobody cared about Liberia. Everybody cared about their own personal gain and money. You know, they give one person $10,000. Everybody, they say, and the goalkeeper had an accident, hurt himself. Chad Taylor get a guy $10,000 to go to the hospital when he come back to Europe. The guy one day he didn't tell none of them because he had told them all of them want to divide the money. So that money was for him to take care of his body. He had an accident, a car accident. He couldn't play. So, and he was one of the best keepers we had. You know, he was one of the prominent keepers we had. So Charles said again, he $10,000. I said, well, you go home, go to the hospital and take care of yourself. So the guy said, well, let me keep my money because I'll go there. If I had to go tell the guy they wanted money. And sure enough, as soon as the guy went back to the camp, the order went, what did I give you? What did I give you? What did I give you? Then Snow went and told one of the people that Taylor went and told Snow, who was the president of the Football Association or something, that he had given this goalkeeper boy child or something, $10,000. And he asked him, did he tell you? He said, no. And Snow, he said he went and told George Weah them. He said, oh, they get that man $10,000. Did he tell you? Oh, everybody tell you, the goalkeeper, they were calling you traitor. All kind of things. The guy said, man, they make him the money to go to the hospital. I will share with you. Everything was about money. And then on the night, they're going to play Ghana. Typical way to mess up a game. All the way you play in Liberia, you don't learn this thing yet, that when you go to play an important game like that, you can't take it for granted. You take no game for granted until you win it. Can you imagine these professional players from Europe come to Liberia and they're going to play Ghana to qualify for the African Champion and World Cup? You guys took that shit for granted. Can you imagine that? They took it for granted. Instead of playing and preparing themselves to the minute of the game, they went to wedding. George Weah let them go. He said, man, you know, you're professional. You know what to do. You're cool. Just go, make sure you come back on time. That way you will run my camp. They said George Weah had no control over the camp, man. People did what they wanted to do. They said they were professional from Europe. They didn't have to follow orders or train or anything. And they lost. Ghana beat them, man. The same team they beat in Sierra Leone, they beat Ghana in Sierra Leone, so they became overconfident, thinking they would just run over Ghana so they could do anything they wanted to do instead of remaining disciplined and shit in shape. They went to party, they went to a nightclub. They said one of them came home 5 o'clock in the morning, in the game of the morning of the game. Pray tell me, man, how you win a game like that? If I was leader of Liberia, I would put every one of those guys in jail for 5 years. No joke. I would put her in jail for 5 years. There's no way your country will be playing and you'll be so reckless, irresponsible, and immature before the game. I'll put you in jail for 5 years. Because we got to, look, let me tell you something, my people. Building a nation is not easy. Leading people is not easy. Feeding and being responsible for the lives of people is not an easy thing. Another thing you can just joke with. You can just joke with it. People do that in Liberia. People do that in Africa. We play with people's lives, man. You can't do that in this country. You can't do that in civilized nation where people know their rights. Somebody got to be responsible. When things go wrong, things just don't go wrong on their own. No. When you are organized, when you are systematized, shit don't just happen on their own without explanation. And this what happened in Liberia. We're not organized. The president leave for 4 or 5 weeks. What kind of president would do that shit? Any president do that thing, it just shows that the country is not organized. Nothing functions in the country. When the president leaves for 4 weeks, that's a sheer indication that that's a failed leadership in leading the country. How you will leave the country for that long? You are the head. You are the man responsible for people's survival, for people being hungry or starving or eating and full. You're responsible for all of that. Then you will leave for 4 weeks and go somewhere else. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Hard time ain't come here. Hard time coming. Hard time ain't come here. Because there's no way the government can be so dysfunctional and bad and terrible, and nobody wants a better government. Huh? We see that these guys may not have election. They may not. The NEC not working. Problems wrong. We got some serious problem with the machines, and nobody talking about it. Nobody really talking about it. We sit now watching. We're watching. But it's not right, man. It's not right. Our people are too selfish. You know, the selfishness is the core of the nation. You know, when our president demonstrates this kind of selfishness, what do you expect from the rest of the nation? That's why tribalism and all the things persist in our country. Because selfishness. Tribalism is the foundation, the epitome of selfishness. Because you're not thinking about the whole Liberia, you're just thinking about your tribe. And your tribe is not Liberia when you're leading the Liberian people. It's not about tribe. It's about nation. And if you don't understand that, man, you will pay. All of us, they say we're Congo people, all of us not Congo. We're not the same Congo people. There are some Congo people think they're American Liberians. They're not with me. Are ready to jail those rogues. They got plenty of them leading our country. I told you, they seen Reginald, Goodridge, they seen Charles Taylor, they seen Bernard Ure, they seen Archie Bernard, and Charles Bright, and Emmanuel Shaw. All these pictures are rogues. They got to account to us. What happened to our country money? I'm not leaving them. This shit is not only about country Congo, no, it's about Liberia. Every one of these damn rogues, and let me tell you, my people, I have no feelings for none of these guys. They're not related to me. I don't care about them. They will answer questions for Liberia. You want to lead my country? You better be a damn good leader. I don't care whether you country in Congo. I ain't play that game kind of game. I want my money back. I want money to build my country. We got to confiscate everything these bitches got. We take it. They seen Reginald Goodridge, all of them John Charles Taylor, the Bernard Ure, all of them John Charles Taylor to rip our country off. The Cyril Allen, all the people I know them, and my relatives too. I will deal with them. We'll take our property back. We'll take our country back. Ain't no country Congo thing. Ain't no country Congo thing. These people made us suffer. They got our country where it is today because of the stealing. And they are just as bad as George Weah, Sammy Doe, and every other person that robbed our country. We got to set the country straight. The chips will fall where they be, and these bitches will go to jail. You see? And that's why we need a war crimes court. So we can sift the country out and put these people in jail. These people need to do hard labor for Liberia. These people that stole. Our country can't go on. We got to kill the Tottenham ghost of corruption. Tottenham corrupted Liberia to stay in power for 30 years. We got to kill that damn corrupt ghost of Tottenham and bury it. Aluta, continue. The time of the Liberian people is now. Rise up and stand with me, and let's change our country. I don't joke. That's why I'm a correctional officer. I don't correct shit. Aluta! Continue. Have a good day, my people. My class is done. I'll see you all tomorrow, same time. Don't miss it. You can't wake up early? Have a dog.